Hello and good evening to the Alcoholic Adventures podcast.
4 years in the making.
What you guys don't know is that Alex has been drinking that entire time.
I'm looking forward to this baby.
Hey, and I'm back as well.
Yes,
Indeed, we've got the
Steven
rest.
is back. He's come back for the dead.
We rescued him from, what was it? I forgot what we called them now. The Sobriety
It
Society.
wasn't
That
rehab.
was it.
Yeah, as you can see, it didn't work.
We're back on the booze.
Yeah, we've unfortunately lost some members. One of our members got happily married and had some kids, so he's locked up pretty much.
Nice way to
yeah.
label it.
He has a family to deal with.
Yeah, well, during this quarantine business, we thought we'd revamp the franchise, but get rid of the silly names and the silly, or just silliness, really. The silliness of the silliness.
And finally make it an actual podcast.
Hmm.
Yeah. Everyone want to introduce themselves then, because it's been a while.
Okay, Steven, you go first. Yeah.
Well, hi, I'm Steve, and I'm totally not an alcoholic.
Joe, you're next.
Ow! Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm not an alcoholic because I have a drink and I don't need one.
Evan.
Hi, my name is Evan, and I'm definitely only drinking tea.
Yes. Yes. It's in the tea bag, so it counts as tea. Mikey.
Yes, I'm Mikey, and I did have a beard.
Yeah, it's too of a bed.
Me and Steve have taken over that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He was-
got
he was-
bored and shaved it.
I thought it was because you got given the decision. It was either give up alcohol or give up your beard, and there's the results. Now that's a toughie situation. Yeah, it's like.
To be honest, I just fancied a change. I'd had the beard for 4 years straight.
You did.
So-
It was an epic beard. It was an epic beard.
It's coming back. I've had about 3 shaves since. This is about, I don't know, 5 days. So
I'm sorry, but you got to get more epic than Evans is right now.
oh, mine was more epic than Evans.
Yeah.
I told
Well,
Evan to grow
it
it.
was- Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, it was Mikey that. Yeah. Well, by the way, we've dropped the stupid names. I'm no longer Metal Man. I'm Alex.
There's your intro. And he
Yeah,
is
there's
now.
the intro. I'm Alex. I'm an alcoholic, but also like playing video games.
See,
So
Probably a bit
if
too
there's
much.
some ladies out there,
Yeah. If there's any singles out there, drop me a PSN. We can play some video games together of an evening.
the main question comes from friends. What would you rather give up, food or sex?
Well, you can't. The thing is, if you give up food, then you got no energy for the sex. So, when you give up sex, then you're replacing the food with sex. Then you're giving up. You're replacing the sex with food. So,
Both me and Steve start eating during the conversation.
yeah, exactly.
we know where your legions lie.
They're in the fridge.
Exactly. Well, I'm currently having no luck with women, so yeah.
Yeah, it happens. So what is everyone doing during the quarantine now that we can't do anything?
Drinking and gaming.
One answer?
Yeah, I have been playing more video games than I usually would. I never really did play video games that much, apart from my teen years. So I've been playing them a lot more now.
More of an addiction for it.
No, I wouldn't quite go that far. Because it makes me sound like I have a problem.
Do you?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 28, and I have a gaming problem. I do. I do definitely have a gaming problem. Definitely.
I thought you were 34.
Shut up! Don't you talk down to me, boy.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
can't
that
really comment on addictions as I have like 2 shelves of Magic the Gathering stuff behind me.
There's
I
obvious
thought you were
stuff
going to say
on
I'm
there.
gaming. You
It's
sat in a
still
Twitch
gaming.
position.
Twitch position, yeah. The thing is, you got the perfect like background for a Twitch camera. Definitely, definitely, Stephen.
Yeah, to be honest, I think this is my
Yeah.
first time using my camera since I've moved my room around. So
I'm surprised that you haven't actually. Are those Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yep.
Have
Blimey,
you
I'm
still
surprised.
got my Winged Dragon Hurrah?
No, I bought a new one.
To be honest, Stephen, I'm surprised you haven't got a Twitch account.
yeah, like I'm trying.
He does have a Twitch account. He just doesn't use it. I know he's got one because I've followed him on it.
But it's been like my personal YouTube account. Like I just struggle to motivate myself to make solo content.
That's fair. That's fair.
It is way harder to do. As someone who did like a full LP on their own, started doing a full LP on their own, then got somebody else in to help with it. It is a lot easier to do when you have another person chatting along.
Yeah, I think what the problem is. I mean, imagine if we all had like 2 or 3 games that we all played together, then there'd be more of a chance for you to make content with it. I reckon.
Me and Evan at one point were going to do a video of us playing, I think it was Halo 2 for the 20th year anniversary, which was
good
probably
choice.
years ago.
I know we were talking about either doing Halo, and we were also talking about doing one for Gears. I remember we were doing
Yes,
that.
because I've never played Gears 5, it's the only one I haven't
Yeah.
played.
Speaking
Have
of Gears,
you played 4?
That's what I
I think
meant.
you hadn't played 4 or 5, yeah. 4, well, 5's now out as well.
Yeah.
There's another
Yeah, well,
Gears
5,
coming out
yeah.
fairly soon called Gears Tactics. which
it's
is
just come out.
Like a... Oh, has it? Is it on Game Pass?
No idea, but I've seen it's
Or
out
is
on
it just
Steam.
I know. Okay. Well, my new PC's coming, so there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, top-down strategy game. So I
Yeah,
actually want to try that.
very
because it looks
similar
really
vein to
damn good.
XCOM from what I've seen.
Stop showing off your cars.
All 3 editions.
Yeah, I think in the future we need to quite soon. I think we should decide on a game that we can all quite play. Well, not religiously, but play definitely all together.
Together, yeah.
We need
Together,
considering
from time to time.
we're spread across like 4 different platforms. We need to
We
get
are.
something to play.
I'm on I'm on PS4. Mikey's on PS4, and
Or
Stephen.
Xbox 360.
Yes, Stephen is a
All
PS4
of them.
and PC.
Steve's on
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah,
Steve's
Stephen's
the
all of
sensible
them.
one.
Yeah, he's a sensible one. Yeah, and
I'm PS4 and Switch.
and Evan is Xbox and PC.
Soon to be PC as well once I get my new one.
Hmm.
I'm probably thinking this next gen to picking up the PS5. I want to go through for all of them, but considering all the Xbox exclusives are coming to PC now, I might just get them on the PC. I'll see.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, I
speaking
just
of which,
PlayStation and Switch. Much easier.
I did, doggy.
life for me during quarantine hasn't really changed that all that much, other than not being able to see friends and family. Obviously, like it's not really changed all that much. Like even when the UK brought down the UK just panicked really. They just brought down instant lockdown. It was still like you still got to come to work, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, my work is still open, and there are most people there, but I can't go to work because Laura suffers with such bad asthma that she got a letter from the doctor saying she can't leave the house because of the coronavirus. Because we can't isolate ourselves in the house because we only have a small house, I can't go to work because I'd go in, possibly get the infection, bring it in, that could, cause issues.
Yeah. Of course.
So life has changed for me for the fact that I can't work, even though I should be able to, because you, Alex, I'm a welder. We're classed as essential because
Essential
we need to
workers,
carry on.
Yeah.
We need to carry on welding to build stuff to make the world go round.
Yeah, but
Moving UK forward.
I'm also classed as essential because I work in food production.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
still have to go in as well.
My welding is very similar to the food industry because I weld and build and manufacture, etc. Farm equipment like ploughs.
See,
Like
your job is
cultivators,
just before my job.
seedlings. Yeah, so the stuff I do makes your job possible.
So if you stop working, does that mean that I don't have to go into work?
By that logic, yes.
Well, I work for a company. I work for a company of about 80 employees, and out of all of the 80, there's only about 3 that are in the same position as me. So unfortunately, not.
You prevented this man from stopping working, Mikey. How dare you?
My
I
life has
haven't
not
done
changed.
anything.
Literally.
I mean, there was a few days I was allowed off, but I was still but I wasn't like it wasn't like purely from Monday to Friday. It was like probably Monday to Wednesday, and then probably get Thursday and Friday off, or vice versa. Monday and Tuesday off, and then have to work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But now it's back on full force now. It's not because well the lockdown's still in place, of course, for those who don't know about it in the UK. But
The lockdown's everywhere.
the lockdown's everywhere, yeah, of course. But in the UK, I think the rules surrounding like businesses such as mine and Mikey's have sort of lessened a bit.
Yes.
So like we're back to full force now, so everyone's back to work. And yeah, like to begin with, when this lockdown first happened, I thought we were playing catch up. But no, I feel like now we're trying to get ahead of the game. It's been insane, man.
Well, the thing is, because of what the UK's done with the lockdown, we've not ended up like Italy or Spain.
Yes.
And that was the main point of what we were doing. We were trying to do it to prevent that happening to us.
Well, I've got someone's dad who's now lives in Spain, and they're saying one person and only one is allowed to leave the house once per week to do the shopping.
Yeah.
Sorry, the dog
Which-
wants that.
Honestly, I can't imagine that happening. They're not allowing 1 hour exercise. If someone needs to leave the house that week, only one person is allowed to go, and that's it for the week. That's mental. You couldn't do that.
Oh, look at her little face.
Oh. No, don't be doing that. I used to have a friend that lives down your street, Mikey. I remember I went down there once, and she had a pint of Foster's in one hand, just watching TV, and her dog in the other. She was just letting the dog drink through it, and then just drinking it with it. Just letting the dog, and then just drinking from herself. I just thought, oh, I just never saw it though.
My dog from my, well, I wouldn't say childhood, but well, it is childhood, but like from the age of like 12 onwards, sort of
Adolescence.
childhood, teenage. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. I had Akita. Akita's Japanese Husky. The film, I can't remember the name of the film now. Brilliant film, if I remember.
Isn't that
it.
one about where the owner dies but keeps waiting at the train for him?
Yeah, the owner would walk his dog to the train station, like it'd follow him, and he'd sit and wait at the train station. He'd go to work, come back, and then he'd walk home.
Oh my god!
Isn't that
He went off
beautiful.
to work, had a heart attack and died, and never came back, and the dog
Yeah.
stayed there.
Is that what you mean?
Even when the dog was relocated, it would break out of the like
The household.
kennel or house or whichever it was, and
Yeah.
it would walk along the train tracks to get back to that same train station. It happened in Japan, and the station now has a bronze statue out front of this dog. I think I have a.
That's right.
I never said Itachi, but Itachi's a camera. It's like it's something very similar to that.
It's similar, yes. I know exactly what I mean, but it's not coming to
Hachi, I
mind.
think it might be. I think it might be
Hachi.
Hachi.
Actually, that
Something
does
like
sound
that, but
familiar.
yeah, it's such a beautiful movie, definitely.
But we had one of them, and
Beautiful.
she was obsessed with Baileys of all things.
Okay.
So if I ever bought myself a Baileys, at this time, obviously it wasn't at 12 years old, but she lived a lot longer than that. But when I was
I met that dog quite a few times.
yeah, Nika,
Back when
yeah,
back when I first sort of met you, back when I was sort of getting to
when
know
we
you.
met, I was 17, 16 sort of thing, so it's acceptable then.
Yeah.
But if we didn't have a coffee table by the sofa, so I would take a sip and put it on the floor, and suddenly you'd hear like, and what's that? When you pick up your glass, and instead of it being like this, it'd be like this. I didn't think I drank that much, and you pour another one, and about 3 drinks in, I noticed that my dog was walking like this across the floor, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what's happened. So yeah, my dog got drunk.
It's not that hard to get drunk, to see get your dog drunk. I think the best video I saw about animals being drunk was a squirrel. It ate fermented apples. And like the whole area is covered in snow, and like it's obviously trying to like leap towards its next direction, like it does. That's how they walk, but it's just leaping in place, and it's just trying to climb this tree as well. It just keeps like pulling back at itself. It's a cracking video, guys. If you ever want to watch it, just
I've
find
seen
a
it.
drunk
Have a look
squirrel.
at that.
Definitely, just search for drunk squirrel on YouTube. You find it definitely.
One of our dogs got drunk the other day. He likes to pick up cans and put them in the bin.
Okay.
And my mum's mate was like, "Oh, it's fine, my can's empty." It wasn't. It was half full. Dog picked it up, threw it back, go put it in the bin, and just chugged half of this beer.
Oh.
Have you been playing any guitar, Steve, during quarantine?
Oh yes, forgot about that.
Dabbled a little bit, nowhere near as much as I probably should given the time I've got, but recently started having a crack at learning AC/DC Are You Ready?
Ooh,
Oh,
nice choice.
Yeah,
Do you have anything that you're very confident with?
No. And I know exactly where you're going with this.
I see where this is going.
Yes.
I want to see
turn
you
I'll tell you
do.
what.
your poster behind you.
I
Well,
want to see
given that I
you
do
do
know
Thunderstruck.
the intro to a Nirvana song.
If you want to give it a go.
Oh yeah, please do.
I'll tell you
The
what,
best thing is you're in control of all this recording, so if you don't like it, you'll just...
Yeah, just edit it out. Yeah.
yeah, true. Right. Bear with me, I just need to fish my acoustic out.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it works.
So good to talk to you guys after so long. I mean, it feels like it's been even longer than the quarantine since the last talk to you guys. I've missed you.
It probably has.
It has massively, mate. I
I
mean,
can't remember the last time I spoke to you.
I know I've got a lot of meetings with a lot of friends lined up for when the quarantine's over, definitely.
I think the last time I spoke to you was when I bumped into you at Sainsbury's when I was buying alcohol.
Yeah. Mate, you need to cut down your drinking, seriously, buddy.
Oh, here we go. Song time with Stephen.
Oh, shit. Technical difficulties, gentlemen. Oh, shit. I think I've got a bit...
I met you when I was drinking. You're like, yeah, it's not very good.
I met Mikey when I was drinking. I met Stephen when I was drinking.
I think you met me while you were drinking.
I think you met Evan because he came round your house to drink.
Yeah.
I go round your house to drink and be filmed.
That's right.
Not in that way.
No, not like that way. No.
Sorry about that.
Hey, Stephen, do you remember how we met? Me and you. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, do you want that publicly revealing?
Yeah, go on. I've already told her about how I've practically met every single one of you from drinking.
Yeah, basically he was absolutely rat-arsed. Comes up to me and
Doesn't surprise me.
goes, "Oh, what's your name?" I go, "Oh, I'm Steve." Vigorously shakes my hand while exclaiming, "Hey, that's an awesome name."
I'd just like to point out, viewers, it was a birthday party, a private party at this club, and a friend of my mum's worked behind the bar, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to try one of these cocktails, but I didn't like something that was added to it. She says, oh, it's no problem. I'll take that away and have this, and I'll call it Chelsea Sunrise. Chelsea.
Okay, this might take a minute. This is miles out of tune.
Yeah, no problem. I'll fill them in with a story. So I was like, all right then, I'll try that.
Axel Vamp.
Yeah, I'll vamp. And I lost track as to how many I'd had of this drink, of these Chelsea Sunrises, and it got to a point in the night where I don't remember getting home that night. I do not remember leaving the pub, walking home, and getting into bed. I do not. All I remember was waking up, kind of with a bad headache, and all these messages are saying, "Oh my God, do you remember what you did last night?" I was like, "Oh, what did I do?" And yeah, unknowingly meeting Stephen that night because Mikey introduced me to Stephen, and Stephen was like, "Oh, don't worry, I've already met him before." It was like, "Where have you met him before?" And then started retelling the story of how I viciously shook his head, saying, "That's an awesome name." He also told me because he was also at my party. On the birthday girl, it was a girl by the way, that to request a special song for the dance floor, and I'd requested uh Jesus, what's that song called? It goes, and I feel like I've been led on. Woohoo! That song.
Oh, Blur, song 2.
That's it. There, song two. I
Thank God
requested
someone
that.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I've
Do
been
you
drinking.
guys know why it's called Song 2?
Yeah. Why? Why is it called song two?
Because it's
Was
the
it the second
song
one?
on, yeah, it's the second song on the album, and it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds long.
So two.
So they
two.
just
So it
they
should be
just
song
called it
22.
Yeah.
Song 22. Two, two, two.
Well,
Yeah,
it should be 200.
I requested that, and from what Stephen had told me, is that when that song came on, I proceeded to then mosh out on the dance floor all by myself.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
And it was the most hilarious thing I'd ever seen.
And that's the most hilarious thing I can't even remember. So yeah, that was my introduction to Stephen. We've had
It sounds
many...
like I don't know if you'll know this reference, Alex. You should do, but might not remember. It sounds like you did a full bungle.
bungle. No.
See, I think I get that
You
right.
used to drink in the Masons. Do you remember?
Tall guy.
Tall fella, obsessed with Doctor Who.
Oh God, yes, I remember him now. Yes.
And
For those who
I
don't
can't
know,
remember.
the Masons was the well, where we all started really started drinking. The Masons Arms it's called, and we all just called it the Masons, and we've been drinking there ever since. Really, it's always been
Until now.
until now. Yeah, it's changed hands and changed the atmosphere entirely. So we're drinking it elsewhere now. But yeah,
then-
it was always be the starting point of a pub crawl always without fail.
6 o'clock every night.
Seven.
Sorry.
Seven every Friday and Saturday. It was 7 p.m. every time, and the group was a lot
It
bigger.
was 6 o'clock every other day.
Yeah.
But
We're
we
talking
were.
AM here.
I can't. I know you were there, Alex. I don't know who else we were with, but we were playing darts for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
And,
It was me and you. Yeah.
I think someone else was there though. But I remember I threw a dart. I'm not left-handed, but I threw a dart.
Yeah.
Hit nothing in particular, and Bungle walked past, and because he was always drunk, he turned and he went, "Bullseye! That's the dishwasher," and walked away.
Yeah. And we
That was
proceeded to just kill ourselves with laughter.
And we didn't see him for the rest of the night.
No, we did. I was there. That was brilliant. To be honest, because I don't know whether the other guys do, but the other Avengers, but I certainly see him riding his bicycle around town. I'm surprised he didn't fall off the fucker.
To be fair, he's not that bad in the sense of, yes, he probably does get drunk every night, but during the day he's actually very competent, like Irish Rob.
Okay, fair enough.
Irish Rob's a very skilled carpenter.
Yeah.
Very skilled. During the day, absolutely brilliant. At night, you can't speak to him after like 5.
Irish Rob is another legend from the Masons Arms. He's brilliant at bingo, by the way, because he always gets asked to call out 33. Because he's Irish, he says 33.
The best bit is though, because he's Northern Irish, if you get him to say mirror, because he goes Right, Stephen, are you ready to perform your song?
You look ready.
No pressure, mate.
Now,
Yeah,
I have
no
no
worries,
idea
mate.
how this is going to get picked up over the mic, but let's see if you recognise this little ditty.
Alright.
Okay. It's... Hang on, bear with me, I'm having one of those moments.
Yeah,
fine, mate.
okay.
absolutely.
Like I say, it has been a while.
And like we say, doesn't want to charge.
Anyone recognise that?
Does that come as you are?
Nope.
So it's definitely a Nirvana song, yeah?
Nope.
It's not.
No.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Nope.
Give us a
Yeah,
hint.
yeah.
What band is it?
Now, see, if I say the band, you'll immediately get it. It's
Is it Guns N' Roses?
nope.
Bon Jovi?
Oh, crap.
Why do I want to say, hey there, Delilah?
No, it's not Hey There, Delilah.
I'm wondering.
Nope.
Who will be? No.
It's not Bryan Adams.
No, I was singing.
Bryan
uh,
Adams?
no, I was singing. What was it? If I could.
Wherever you go.
Yeah.
Wherever you are. That's the song you're thinking of, but that's not what I'm playing.
Oh.
Could you start from the beginning, please?
We will get it.
It is a very famous. Okay, if I was to tell you, it's pretty much a one-hit one. Well, not quite a one-hit wonder, but this particular.
Rick
band-
Astley.
No.
Just say, by the time we've guessed,
this
he
particular
will have learned
band's-
the entire song.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Boston, Modern and Field.
Hey, we got that.
Hey!
Yeah, nice! Well done, Mikey.
Yeah. Yeah, for the viewers at home, I'm not a good guitarist, so I do apologise for any butchering.
He is.
I feel like
Yeah.
I need to get my guitar now, and
Yes.
we'll do a let's
Yes,
guess who's
yeah.
doing what.
Yeah. This is the guess what song I'm playing segment of the podcast.
Anyway, I'm going to pop that
The
away
only
quickly.
instrument
I have a question for everyone. Who plays any games that have like a loot box system to it? You do. Okay. So what games do you? What game is it, Joel?
Well, Warzone kind of has loot box systems to it in Modern Warfare because you have to buy the packs in the better guns.
It doesn't
Okay.
have loot boxes in it because they're not random.
No, but
It's
it's
not-
kind of the
it's
same
te-
sort of system.
It's not the same system as a loot box, no. It's a microtransaction, but it's not a loot box.
Yeah.
The idea with the loot box is that it's completely random. I guess
One game
my
I played
case it would be, I guess, Halo 5, but I've not played that for a while.
What's
I
your
don't even
opinion?
bother porting them.
What's your opinion on the loot box system? What's your opinion on its effect on the gaming industry?
But I don't like it.
It's definitely
Negative,
encouraged
I'd
bad
say.
business practices.
Well,
Yeah.
people with gambling addiction will then see that and spiral and spend and spend and spend. It's
Yeah,
targeting the weak.
I once heard somebody spent about 12 grand on Mass Effect loot boxes.
Oh.
There's like people that go into debt on just on slot machines.
Yeah.
And people like that, it gets them, they get hooked and they can't stop.
It's targeting the weak.
It is, and that's the thing. I mean, a lot of think of how young kids start gaming, and I mean certainly not starting off with how we did with the Xbox or the PlayStation 1, where that wasn't a thing. I mean, they're instantly starting with stuff like Fortnite.
Which doesn't have loot boxes, if I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't have loot boxes, but it has microtransactions.
Transactions.
But since-
Yeah, that's the problem.
The PS2, the only gambling aspect to that was if your game was going to load or not.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the only gambling aspect.
There's a more. What I am pleased with is that there's more of an experimentation of different business models, and I say that as because back when I first started playing online a ton, I was playing Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, World at War, and the problem that they always had was they relied on paid map packs. And now a lot of people will be a bit annoyed saying that it's not good, like it's not nice having to pay for cosmetics. And I'm thinking back to when if
You
I
have to pay to
didn't-
play,
if
basically.
I didn't fork out another tenner for a map pack, then World at War used to boot me back to the main menu and say, sorry, you don't have making day. Sorry, you can't do this.
Yeah.
And the same
Like-
when I got into Search Fox and I playing Halo 3, I got super excited. So I was like,
Cracking up like all one.
with the boys, I was really excited because I'm gonna do, because I'd only ever done like local or some land stuff, but like I think the most we had was like 6 people in total. And I was like, I'm gonna do one of the big 16 player ones. This is gonna be great. And you had to have all the DLC to use that playlist. So it's nice that they're just looking at other ways of dealing out with this stuff without having to without completely locking off huge portions of the player base and splitting it up. It's especially good for games with small player bases.
See, unlike the system they've got in place now, the seasonal battle pass, you have the free option or the paid option. I like that because it's granted if you don't pay for it, you're not missing out on a lot. It will still get rewarded. But if you want a little bit extra, you can pay.
I still think it's a little bit excessive, the sheer amount of mods that there are, but I can't deny that they're not pouring in free content into that stuff.
Yeah,
I think
it's
the game which I found did it best, it's on my shelf right now, and I've gone on about this to everyone I know constantly, and that's Titanfall 2. All maps free, all weapons free, all Titans free. The only thing they put in was that you had to pay for was premium skins, and they just put them in and said, here's how they are, here's what they look like. If you look at them, you can go, yep, I want that. It's about £2, done. If you're like me and you didn't give a shit because the pink camo was free, then I have free maps, I don't care. But it meant that you didn't. Everyone continued to actually be able to play together, and it didn't get kids hooked on gambling. I think that's the strongest model that I've seen thus far.
Yeah. I play Overwatch, which has a loot box system, but unless you're trying to get everything, then
You can grind for it with gameplay.
Exactly. That's the thing. Whereas other games such as Call of Duty, definitely, to take example, I feel like it's very pay to play with their system, definitely for it.
The new Modern Warfare one, I don't think is as much because.
Oh no! Definitely not the new Modern Warfare, but definitely previous games of Call of Duty, definitely.
Yeah, the new one they've done really well with. They've
I think after
really annoyed me way back. You finished, Dave. You finished.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think after the shitstorm that Star Wars Battlefront 2 caused,
They're never gonna live that down for the rest of their lives.
They are not. Fuck you, EA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when EA was good?
That was about 2 console generations ago. And again, they did then say, they did then say that they were tired of winning worst company in America and decided they were going to do something about it. And then they released Mirror's Edge, Dead Space, Skate. They released a bunch of actually interesting stuff, and then they became EA again.
Worst company in America. Even over Donald Trump's company, really?
Yeah, this is
Worst
gaming going
company.
back probably a decade or so. So.
How long ago was that fateful?
Do you guys remember my kitten? Sorry, Alex.
Yeah, go on. Your kitten? Oh no, you've had various other kittens.
That's not a kitten, Mikey, that's a cat.
You've had litters upon litters.
But this is the kitten, the last kitten I had. Look at this bloody size of him.
I was the one that had the mustache.
This is a kitten.
Yeah. Sadly, that cat that had the mustache, she got rehomed. We had kittens and we sold them, yada yada.
Yeah.
got brought back, got rehomed to a good friend of ours, went missing and was found dead on someone's property. Had eaten rat poison, unfortunately.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Very sad. Honestly,
Aw.
I know that I can't prove this to people right now because how can I prove that? But it was black and white like that, and it had a pencil thin mustache that did that, and I called it Poirot.
Yeah, he's telling the truth, folks. I've seen the guy, and
It was
yeah,
lovely, kid. Absolutely.
it was. One of the nicer ones as well. The other cats would just attack you if you were just sat there.
They just don't like you, Alex.
Yeah, they just obviously don't like me. I don't know what it is about me. I'm a nice guy.
Back in a minute, lads. Just going to go to the loo quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
No worries.
Have you guys heard what Donald Trump was saying over a live press conference?
You mean the fact about injecting bleach in order to kill the virus?
Injecting bleach and Dettol anti-disinfectant into the bloodstream to help kill it.
Yeah.
Because it says on the back of Dettol, it kills corona.
How
How
does
the fuck
someone...
is he leader?
How does someone who runs a country, United States of America, suggest something like that? Like, people literally saw a spike in purchases of bleach and of stuff like that because of what he said.
I guarantee so many people have done it, injected it into their bloodstream to help fight it. Because you would, if that was the leader and you followed everything he said,
Yeah.
someone up there in America must have done it.
Easily.
How did he become leader with that?
I don't know. I mean, you gotta think. I mean, throughout the entire world, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're from the UK or from France or Russia or America. We've all got a different mindset, a whole different kind of way of living, and that's theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta remember that in most parts of America, they're very religious and definitely very political. Very political.
Alabama.
Yeah, like Sweet Home Alabama.
Alabama.
Pew pew.
Just as a quick thing, in case anyone that does watch this has watched our previous things, just some information to, like we said earlier, Joe Everett, he got married.
The Viking.
Other things. Going through lists of who's done what, anything interesting happening to people. I can't say what exactly happened with Joe, but he did have some medical issues. Yeah. He's all fine, he's all safe. Everything's all good. I myself had some medical issues. Again, I'm all fine, I'm all safe. I will say I had a stroke. You can sort of still see, I've just noticed it really. My left eye is still drooped.
Yeah, because you said that, I've just noticed it now. Holy shit.
Yeah. It was always a bit drooped, but that's more than normal. So that's something happened to me. I don't know if anything's happened to anyone else that they'd like to talk about massively.
No, my life has not changed. I mean, I've been trying to date, but let's be honest with not only with you lads, but we're just with the whole world. Dating apps are shit.
Yes.
I just
I have
want to
no
put that
idea.
out.
I've never been on one, but
You're lucky. But no, life has not really changed to me in the slightest. I think, yeah, it's just been literally same old, really. I'm quite happy with that. Nothing's really changed, and I'm quite happy with that.
fair enough. I just thought I'd put it out there because
No.
Joe,
I think that's important to say.
because we said earlier that Joe's obviously he got married since last one. He's had 2 children, so they've got 3 in total. He's full-time dad, that sort of job, so that's why he's not part of this right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just
He may
things.
come back, but we don't know what's it like in the future. But yeah, definitely miss the bloke.
I mean, his youngest son he's only like less than a month old, so he's not going to come back anytime that soon.
I mean, to think. I mean, Mikey, do you remember that time we tried to be his what was it? His wingman. His wingman for him. Do you remember that night?
Yes, I remember him asking, "Can you help me meet girls?"
Yeah. That was we did rubbish on that with me and you.
Yeah, we were terrible, mate. To be
We
fair,
did
yes,
terrible,
most
yeah.
people, but
Yeah, guys, if you're ever looking for women, don't ask me or Mikey. Wherever
Don't
he
ask me.
what do you mean?
is.
I know you're a cow.
Mikey's a good wingman to himself, but to anyone else, no, he's crap. But it's me, I'm crap for myself and anyone else.
Well,
And yet-
I know how Mikey got with Laura, so yeah, that helps certainly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that tactical worked for anyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I tried that, chances are it would not work the same way. I mean, I applaud you for the fact it works, but fuck me, would I give that advice? No way.
Right, we'll do a quick name that tune.
Okay,
We have a dancing cat. Let's
we
go.
have a dancing cat. Sweet
Blue
child of mine.
Nope,
No,
Blue Oyster
not.
Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper.
Don't fear the reaper, yeah. Well done, Steven, that was quick.
I knew the song because
Actually, no, because Mikey pointed out to me that I was playing it wrong.
No, danger.
Wow.
mine.
Nah, that's sweet child of mine.
Alright,
Evan, I've been meaning to ask you for some time. I don't know whether I haven't asked you before, but do you have a Twitch account? Oh, no, wait, I mean, like, specifically, do you have a Twitch account to stream?
I do have one, and I have actually used it to stream before, but I've not done anything with it for a while.
Do you think that may, you know, come back alive and resurrect itself?
and if so,
Never
There's
die.
my expensive capture device.
There we go.
Is that now
that means nothing to me. I don't understand.
No, that's, it's the thing which you can use to record games. No, Joe, that is a Clonabox Evolve from Clonable Alliance. Because I got this one because you can also plug in that USB port you can see on the side. You can plug in like hard drives and memory sticks and record straight onto that. So it means that I can take this around places.
Excellent, fantastic, very
Yeah,
handy.
I might do.
The thing is, I've discussed, well, like, I've talked about this with Stephen and Eva many a times about starting a Twitch, well, I've got a Twitch account, but like starting one for like streaming. But I just don't think, like, well, how. Other words, I practically own and run a business. I don't really have the time to do it. I mean, whilst I would be the owner of said stream, but like you kind of play to the audience. You don't play to what you want to play. You play to the audience. You play what's popular. Like you play Fortnite,
You don't
Overwatch.
necessarily have to.
Yeah, I mean, the people will always be there for certain games. So if you wanted to play what you want to play,
I'm
you
going
get
to straight
views.
away point out
Yeah.
one of my favourite streamers, Bully Madden, formerly of Super Best Friends, currently of Bully Versus and Castle Super Beast. One of the things he's streaming through at the moment is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2,
Wow.
which came out on like the early 2000s, if I'm not
Wow.
mistaken. So you can actually just play whatever you want.
Yes. And how many?
He does fighting games,
He does fighting games.
which is
And how many?
very niche. He's one of the reasons I bought one of these, and I haven't learned how to use it yet. Which is
Hey,
something
haven't we
I'm telling
used
myself
that?
I'm going to do. You've had a go on it.
Yeah, we used it for Mortal Kombat.
MK9, yeah.
You gotta use it for Mortal Kombat. It'd be a crime not to.
Technically, you don't want to use it for Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat's played better on a controller. Because that's actually how
Yes, we found out.
that's how the developers designed it, because it has a block button. So this, you hold that in and you block.
Okay.
Barely any other fighting games that I think isn't. The only other one I could think of is Soul Calibur. Barely any of the others actually work like that. They're always, almost all the others, it's you hold back to block, so you hold away from your opponent.
I still have your Soul Calibur here for the Xbox 360, by the way, Evan.
I
didn't have Soul Calibur on Xbox 360.
And I've still got one of your games here as well for the
You have-
PS2.
Alex, you have my Soul Calibur for the PS2.
That's right.
Because you have Soul Calibur 2. Mikey, you have, I think...
It's the one
Follow
with
me.
Yoda in it.
Once the quarantine's over, come and get it, buddy. Honestly. Or I can come visit you.
Oh,
Yes,
by the way,
after the quarantine. Deal with it after the quarantine.
yeah. Mikey, do you still have my Dark Souls 3?
Yes.
Mikey, do you still have my bike?
When it's over, I'll give it back.
Give me back my life!
This is now turned into a podcast of who's got my game and when can I have
Yeah.
that.
Who the fuck's got my so-and-so?
Also,
I asked for my bike.
speaking of fighting games,
I
Evan,
need to fix. I need just good jobs. Yes.
me and you never got around to doing that Skullgirls
BRB.
video.
It's on a break.
No, we never did. I've got my fucking copy of MK11 sat right there looking at me. When we do that,
Oh, definitely. Also, we still need to do Gang Beast as well.
Wait.
we do need to do Gang Beast. We need to bring back Showdown. Basically, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
I want to play Gang Beast.
Remember this?
It's my For Honor.
Steve, that's on Game Pass if you want to do that.
Yeah.
What was I going to say, Steve? There's a video. I keep forgetting to send it to you, but there is a video on, at least on Twitch. It's Matt from Trivium being taught how to play MK11 by a fairly well-known announcer,
Oh, nice.
like one of the commentators. There's also one of Ronda Rousey.
Is it
being
Morgan
taught how to play
Freeman?
it. Huh?
You said well-known commentators. I said Morgan Freeman.
No, it's not Morgan Freeman, unfortunately. I wish it was. It's a guy known as Mr. Aquaman. Because in the Injustice
Not
games,
just
he was famous for Aquaman. No. In the Injustice games, he was famous for playing Aquaman.
Okay, Mr. Aquaman. If Aquaman had a title, would it be Mr. Aquaman or would it be Mr. Man?
Isn't he royal?
Would that could be his first name?
Given that he is the king of Atlantis,
It would,
Okay,
his title
King
would be like,
Man.
it would be His Royal Majesty, I'm assuming.
His Royal Majesty Man or His Royal Majesty Aquaman?
I think he does have a proper name.
Bob.
Oh God, I know his name. I've seen the film no end of times. I even read the comics when I was a young crap.
Bear with me, I
Hey,
shall
Alec.
Google.
Yeah,
Oh God, that's gonna kill me.
do you remember this?
Steve is fixing it.
Live far, love. Yeah, I remember that.
I've still got it.
Nice. Yeah, boys. Listen.
Arthur Summit. Arthur Curry.
Arthur Curry, yes. You nearly said Arthur Morgan then, didn't you?
100% yes. Awesome game.
That's coming on Game Pass. Red Dead 2. Might be gonna go.
Good
I
game.
have played it so many times through, completed it, deleted it, like the content, re-downloaded it so many times, and when I bought that last game, Ghost Recon Wildlands, it needed so much memory that I thought, you know what, I'm going to delete it again because I love playing Red Dead to the point where I can play it from the beginning all the way through.
It's done well. A good game.
Very good game.
Just going back to Twitch, I mean, I've been contemplating the idea for so long, just watching friends use it and
Just do it,
watching. I don't know, man. I don't know what's put.
I don't know, man.
Alex, you know what I did? I've put out, I think, only 4 videos on Twitch, but it was when I was playing Blackout with a bunch of mates.
Yeah.
We'll just use the live stream button on the PS4, and I was just live playing Blackout, getting drunk and having a laugh.
Yeah.
Just simple videos. It might not be good quality, might not be entertaining, just did it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want it to be a
That's
big thing, but like,
thing.
just do some, just
Just a heads
do
up,
something
guys,
with
but I
it.
think my tablet's going to die in a minute, so
Alright.
Your
Oh,
tablet's
yeah.
gonna
Quick,
die.
I
find
might go switch to my phone in a bit.
Alright.
It's plugged in, but it's just not charging well.
Yeah, I'm sure as my phone's doing the same.
I've got my phone plugged in.
But if it dies,
This
I'm
one's
going to
computer,
switch to my
so-
phone.
I've got my laptop on, so it's good. So am I right in saying that the only one who has got a Twitch account is Mikey?
Yeah, and I never would.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Partly because I don't play games enough to. I nearly said care, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. You have too
Okay.
much of an actual life, an IRL life, to actually do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. It wouldn't interest me to do it. I mean, I like watching people on YouTube play games like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. I like watching them play horror games and things. I like playing horror games and yada yada, but I wouldn't like to record myself playing them. I tried it when I was a teenager, and it was just we played Slender Man, me and Jimmy.
Oh wow, Slenderman, that's going back.
Yeah, when that first came out, we played that and recorded ourselves playing that, and it was just diabolical.
If you like
get old
horror gameplay, a good channel to check out is IGP.
IGP, okay. What sort of things do they do?
that rings a bell.
A lot of horror games, a lot of indie horror games, kind of very Markiplier-ish, I'd say.
Like his stuff where he does like 3 scary games and it's stuff that you'd never heard of.
Yeah.
Did anyone see or hear about this new creepypasta entity called Siren Head?
I think I've been doing the
No, I
rounds, but I
haven't.
didn't really know a lot about it.
No, I haven't.
Well, there is a game. It's been out for like a year now, probably 2 years. But the game is like, if you did it all the way through, it lasts about 2 minutes. It's not a thing, but it's a creepypasta, much like Slender Man and etc. It's like a tall figure, about the size of a tree, humanoid, but where its neck is, it's a long neck with 2 sirens like this,
Okay.
and it will like mimic like air raid sirens and things like that.
What, like from
And-
Silent Hill?
Yes, very much like that creepy video on Facebook of the broken warning siren in the fog.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
It
that
does
video.
does these sort of noises, and if it gets someone,
The last
it
one.
will mimic their
his
voice.
tablet
and
died.
help.
I'm joined by the awesomeness that is the Viking.
Yes.
Glad to have you with us, Viking.
I thought we weren't doing nicknames, Alex.
I remember that we were saying to be continued, and we never pick it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't there for that video.
For us, this was very much just a pipe dream. This was just something to pass the time, I suppose it was. But we're trying to revamp it. I guess because we're kind of bored during this quarantine business. Hopefully to bring more life into it than what it was to begin with.
I
Really.
was never
'cause-
there for that video. I remember I missed that one.
Still, I remember the challenges that we used to do, and that was pretty fun. Especially, I remember the chili one that Mikey did that one time. That was fun.
Oh, that
I
was
We all did.
an
We all
experience.
did it, didn't
I don't think.
we? We the chip one.
I know me and Joe certainly
It was
weren't there
just
for that one.
me,
Me and
it was
little Joe.
Joe, Steve, and Alex.
Who did the cracker one? Do you remember
I
that
was
one?
there
Me
for that
and you
one,
did
I
it,
was there
Alex. It was me, Alex, Steve, Michael, Joe, and Evan, I believe.
Hmm.
You was the whole
The one
lot.
that I hosted was the QI board game.
Yeah, the QI board game. That was fun.
I wasn't in that one.
That board game was quite difficult, not gonna lie. A lot of books to read, a lot of answers.
The one I liked the best was the first one we ever did, which was the mythical creatures one. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
problem was we were like, let's
No.
make a video about talking about our mythical creatures. That'd be brilliant, and it was an hour long.
Yeah,
No,
it was now
that
long.
was not our first one.
After it was trimmed.
Technically,
Was it not?
our pilot episode was
Yes.
put on my personal YouTube channel of of us talking about our favourite films, sat on Alex's sofa.
Yes, I remember that now.
I
There was
don't
also
remember
the
that
one
one.
before that actually, where we had the table pointing towards Alex's
Yeah,
fridge.
yes, and if I
Fridge,
remember
yeah,
correctly,
yeah.
that most of that video never saw the light of day because of how
It
questionable the
it
content
was-
was.
Questionable the content was,
But,
yeah.
but it was involved in
One of the blooper reels.
one of the first bloopers. Yeah, because
It's because
you can see
Furbies.
there's
Ah!
2 points of it, I think, and or maybe 3 actually. But one of
Yeah,
them
'cause
is
there's the
you guys
Furbies, the
talking.
cake, and one of us stripping in the other room.
You can just hear me in one of them where you guys are talking and I'm in the other room going da 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 da.
Yes, because
Yeah.
if memory serves me right,
Yeah,
I was
remember
taking
that.
either a jumper or a jacket off. I think Alex cracked a joke about doing a striptease, then we got you providing the soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't know why I was in the other room, but I was.
What the fuck did I miss?
Hey, Alex,
Quite a
do you
lot.
remember one of the bloopers where it was part of the Christmas specials? No one saw it until editing came along. But Michael was up talking and we were hitting each other with your antennas and my hat. And then we completely
That was
smacked head.
yes, that was the bloopers that had Michael's first improv.
Yeah,
Which
you
Joe
couldn't do it.
Yeah,
where he was, I believe he was the Archangel Gabriel,
He was.
That was great, that
or
was. That was
something
great.
along those lines.
And
And
in the
he
back-
hadn't got a fucking clue about how to do it, and you two in the background just moshing out, and you
Ending
and
with each other.
even when I watch it, no one reacted to it because no one saw you do it.
What's
That
up,
was great. That was a great video.
was 2 people were talking, and the other 2 were behind them looking at me and Alex. In
It
that
was
direction.
me and Joe behind the camera, and it was Michael and Evan doing the skit.
You 2 were looking like
Yeah.
in our general direction, and you didn't see it. That's what shocked me. No
Didn't sit
one
down,
saw
but
it.
Oh, that's the one where I said that he had an A star in fellatio.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything out of that.
Oh my god, that was brilliant.
See, I'll never
I think my
forget.
favourite one. No, go on, Steve.
See, yeah, I'll never forget getting ambushed on my birthday.
Oh, yeah, I'm first person. That was good.
Was I there?
Uh,
Oh, well, with the balloons I got you, but I couldn't find any that said 20, so I got the ones that said 2 and we wrote zeros on them.
with that and the Wasp pistols, the silly string.
Job done. Yeah.
The present I got you, that gun that fired, and I fired it up in the air and it hit the balloon off behind my head.
That was great. That was great. That was.
You know, I'm sure I've still got that knocking about somewhere.
Yeah, good lad.
I'm very honoured. I think the favourite part of all of it was when again in the blooper code. Okay, here we go. Let's go for everyone's favourite thing. I'm doing this because I'm pointing on my screen. My favourite thing of all of it was between 2. It was Halloween special because every single bit of that I loved doing. I absolutely loved every single second of it.
I love the Halloween special. That was good.
That was,
It was
that was
so-
fun to do, that one.
Like, I admit, I know I wasn't involved at that point, but you guys did an amazing job on that.
It was we typically made it silly, and I
Yeah.
love things that are like the whole concept of us doing the podcast thing was to not really take ourselves seriously, and the idea of doing a very serious, very amazing story by a writer and taking it and making it fucking weird. Amazing to me.
It was great. I love the bloopers.
He did absolutely an amazing job of narrating it. It was all perfect in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah,
I don't
Joe's
know.
narrating it was perfect.
I like the scene where it was meant to be nothing but darkness, but instead there's me, Mikey, and Michael just playing poker on the theatre. Like, okay, we're a bit behind.
I like the bit. I know it's, yeah. I know it's my bit that I said we need to put in that, but I thought that was really clever thinking. We're going, nothing darkness there. I believe in Yeah, I couldn't. I'm so happy I thought of that.
I think one of my favourite ones was where it was all about vehicles that we wished we owned, and every single one of us picked a vehicle that would result in our death.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of them were ones that would kill us.
Mine was the Staunton RS from GTA.
That was the Ford RS 2000, which is an actual car.
I don't actually remember what mine was.
I don't remember what mine was either.
Mine was the Staunton RS from GTA.
I think for me, one of my all-time favourite moments from the podcast was from that pilot, as Alex was talking about Terminator 2 being one of his all-time favourite films, and without any planning, we all did the thumb.
Everyone instantly put up a thumb, yeah. That was great, that was.
And the fact that was completely unscripted as well. Just
Yeah. That's great. Da, 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 da,
I think
da.
the main thing about all of it was all massively unscripted. So when we make jokes and things in it, it was just us in the moment. Like one of the best ones was me and Joe, and it got cut, and it's in the bloopers where it got cut. I can't remember the joke we said, but we were talking about Dave, the little skull.
Oh, Dave the Skull, yeah.
The camera went on like that, and Joe just went, his wife has just left him. And I pissed myself. And I can't remember the joke, but I absolutely wet myself. And then we proceed to go on going, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I don't think they understand it. I go, no, it's brilliant. Because before the camera goes, I go, his wife's just, oh God, you know what, I can't even begin to.
I think we all
We'd have to go back and look at it, I think.
Yeah.
What I find funny is if you go through all the thumbnails,
It was so funny. I loved it so much. It's just me and Joe laughing our asses off, which seemed like nothing. It's because the camera goes, boop, and we just start pissing ourselves.
what I like is if you go through all the thumbnails, you just see me changing every single thumbnail with a different style.
I think every single episode you changed massively. I admire as well Joe's commitment to wearing the Viking jersey.
Yeah. He did.
Everyone kept a sort of style, and then there was me changing hair, changing style constantly with every single.
But it was like your hair changed every time, and I'm pretty sure Mikey's beard got longer in every single one.
and
No, because the thing is, I didn't have a beard.
You didn't.
I only had a chin strap job, like just on the sideburns and the jaw, for the Halloween one. I had it, and I think about 2 episodes before that I had that, and then it was just clean shaven again.
Oh, fair enough.
I tell you
And
one
then,
thing.
I'd love to prove that I can grow a beard now, but I stupidly shaved again.
I'll tell you one
The
thing
quarantine got to you, lad.
that has amazed me. When the podcast came to a close, I was just starting my eczema medication treatment. I'm now near enough in the clear for it.
Woo!
And the thing is, as well, you can actually see it in the videos. I know the camera quality wasn't grand, but in the videos from when we first started to when you left the podcast, you can actually see on your arms, especially.
Yeah.
the progress, yes.
Yeah, and like I know Joe, Alex, I've not seen you guys in ages. And I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but on my arm
Oh, he's getting naked.
it's virtually gone now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I can just about see it. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing
No
there.
kid mode.
Mr.
Very
Everett,
happy-
what is your
Very happy for
favourite
you, buddy.
moment
Very happy for you.
of the podcast series?
I think I
that we
did just say the vehicle, the one with the vehicles.
Oh, the vehicles, yes.
I don't know. Gosh.
All I have to say
Right,
is
what do you think? Joe Everett, what's your favourite one?
Okay, so obviously my favourite one is the Halloween special. That was such a lot of work, but it was so great to make.
it was hard.
Let's-
It took hours, didn't it?
It did.
Took
It did.
ages.
We so underestimated how hard that would be to film.
And I'm
was
the
a-
one that had to buy the fucking porno mug.
Yeah, but Alex, I got to pull you off a chair at the end.
The
Yeah.
thing is, though, like we started it, say, probably 7 in the evening.
Yeah,
We
Yeah,
were
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
finished
at
work.
Alex's house probably near midnight.
No, we did.
So that's 4 hours. It's not 6. but it's so many hours. So that's so many hours of doing the actual recording, getting bits right, and then yada yada. And then suddenly, we forget that you had to edit it all.
Yeah.
Suddenly a goose flew in through the window.
A goose!
Did a really good job of it.
Yeah, you did phenomenally.
Yeah, that was a fun one to make. I remember that being a fun one to make.
Yeah. One thing I admit I will never forget though from sort of the lost episode was the Furbies.
The Furby. Oh god, I've forgotten about
Tell
that.
you
The
what.
cursed Furby.
I saw something a little while ago on Facebook, right? And it said Furbies have their eyes on the front of their faces like humans. Therefore, they are a predator species. And the second I read that information, it took me straight back to that Furby was trying to kill me. So,
For me, the thing that makes that evening so memorable was Joe's reaction to it. And I am really hoping I still have that audio clip somewhere.
Because if the last video was 4 years ago, that means I was 16 when we ended it.
Well, more closer to
A
4 and
year,
a
we
half,
babbing.
really.
what was that?
Dang.
Hang on, what was that audio?
It was
It's
Joe.
him going, Furbies! No!
It was Furbies. Ah! But it was like a really
Yes,
like
that's-
high pitched.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of a moment I really liked. It was Michael insisting that because he ate dirt as a kid, it meant that he was never ill. Immediately after missing several episodes from being ill.
Speaking of Michael, I've got to do it.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
when we someone said, didn't badmouth, but someone said something about Russians. And he went, it's not racist if they're Russian.
Oh
was like-
god.
I'm
I
sorry.
remember there was.
And
I
we
remember-
explained it, and he goes, no, they're not black, it doesn't count, it's not racist. And we were like, what?
I remember Michael telling you, Mikey, that I stole his thing and I had to give it back halfway through a recording. I remember him turning around and going, Mikey, he stole my ball. All I remember from that night.
Sorry, I had a cough.
My best Michael memory is the Christmas improv podcast, where he had to guess an angel, you had to guess a Rastafarian book salesman.
Yeah. Mine was quite a lot more in depth than his.
And he couldn't seem to act it.
Do you know what? When you did that, when you were doing yeah man and all this, I was straight away. I went, well, he's a Rasta. I've got this in the bag, and I tried to play it off, like going, oh, I don't know, I've got nothing. I went, are you a Rasta? And you went, yeah, but what am I doing? And I went, oh fuck, there's more. So, I thought I had it the second you spoke. I was like, yep, Rasta, nailed it. Nope. It took me so long to get the rest of it.
Good
I
to
was
see
on
you still
crutches.
got
We're,
cameras
we're
up.
going on an adventure with Alex.
Oh, he's up.
I was on crutches when we filmed that Christmas episode.
That was
Yes, you were.
absolutely terrifying.
Oh
by
God,
the way,
I've
on the
forgotten
screen.
about
I don't know
that.
if
You were
anyone
on
else saw
crutches.
that. But Stephen said we're going on an adventure with Alex, and he smiled and went, oh, hello. But the smile stayed still. So,
Now, the question is, are we going to see the clown again?
Yeah.
Oh
what
God, the
episode
clown.
was it
I
when we
really
hit
hope
the
we've not
stairs?
followed you
do
to
you know what
the
it is?
Do you still have the clown, Alex?
The clown. Remind me
Alex
what was
has
the clown?
a spare room filled.
Oh yeah, the clown, of
with
course.
non-wrestling.
Yeah. I've still got the clown. Yeah.
What episode was it that we filmed when we put that clown at the top of the stairs?
Okay.
I put that up a couple of chairs because it's Halloween. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure there
It
was one of them where Mikey was in the toilet and we said we should put the clown outside the toilet. And then Mikey
Yes,
heard it.
yeah.
Yeah,
We did. Yeah.
It wasn't there on a Halloween episode because I believe we recorded that before Halloween. Like
Yeah.
Halloween was, say, on a Saturday, and we
Yeah,
recorded on
Halloween was
Tuesday.
the week before.
But
Yeah.
the recording after, so Halloween Saturday, the recording after next week, the decorations were still up, and that's the episode. I can't remember which one it was, but that's the one where I went to go upstairs and turned the light on, and there was a clown there, and I shit myself.
Yeah.
And that's also
I mean,
the
fair
one where
play.
Evan went to go to the toilet, saw the clown, and was like, huh, and just walked past.
Huh. To be fair, I did put it in the room and close the door behind me, and you was like, you still said, I want to see it. You faced your fears.
No, I wasn't scared of the thing. It was just suddenly surprising to turn the light on, be halfway up the stairs, looking at the stairs, look up, and it's
There was one episode where
it was a jump scare, if nothing else.
It was.
I'm not scared
It
of
was a
clowns.
jump
It
scare.
doesn't bother me in the slightest. It was more the fact of, oh, I'm going up for a pee. The light's off. I'll turn the light on. Walk upstairs, look up, and the light turned on, and there's a thing there.
There's this clown standing, yeah. The thing is, it's a life-size clown as well.
Yeah, it was big. It was probably 5'9".
Yeah, easily.
So
easily.
I'm 6'2", and it was a bit smaller than me, so it was like 5'9". But it were there.
I can remember there was one episode where Evan left his green lanyard on, and we were making fun of him being the green
Making fun of him
lanyard
for that, yeah.
And
Yeah, I remember that.
I dove headfirst off my chair straight onto the floor. And all I
I've
can remember
forgotten about that.
fucking hell. That really hurt landing on that floor.
Do you know what else I've suddenly thought of? Again, always bloopers, because they're always funny. It's the one that I put on. I had Bluetoothed my phone to Alex's speaker, and I put on Rushkajar Energy, or something daft like that, and it was like, and Joe's there with his beer, doing the kicking, and his beer froths up, and it goes absolutely.
And then you, out of nowhere, you just hear Alex go, "What was that?"
That also led me to the other one of mine where nothing happens, like in the clip it's very well edited in the bloopers, but suddenly someone walks past the camera and Alex goes, "How dare you touch my bananas, they bruise easily."
I was waiting for you to say that. I was waiting for you to say that. Don't touch my bananas, they bruise easily.
I'm not gonna lie, when I edited the first blooper reel, I just had so much stuff to work with. It was
I can imagine. I think it was because we left the camera on afterwards, and we
Yeah.
jumped on
Before and after, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, Evan, you remember one of the most important things we were taught back in media studies?
Yeah, get
Always
all the footage you can, yeah.
Always keep the camera rolling.
I almost guarantee that at least at one point, one of us forgot that camera was still going when we'd finished.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee at least one of us forgot the camera was still going.
More than likely, definitely.
But it made for some funny content, though. Especially with Mike again and hairy legs in shorts in winter.
And you know what, guys? Still got that camera.
You still got it. Yeah, good lad.
No idea where the cable to charge it up is, mind you, but still got it.
Yeah, good lad.
Like I said, I do watch the podcast every now and again, and I distinctly remember watching my birthday episode just after Steve's, actually.
Yeah,
And,
I remember yours.
I'm vaping. And I'm going, I'm going to quit smoking because my little brother got out of his way and got me this vape, and I'm going to quit smoking. Have I quit smoking? Have I fucked?
No,
also,
I did
also,
quit.
Joe,
I did. I did
Joe.
use it, and I did quit for a long
So,
time.
obviously,
but
earlier you were flashing off Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right?
Back to it.
I've just found this in the drawer as well.
Ooh! Oh, that's a beauty card.
Sorry, just...
Steve, I have...
I can't read that.
I've got one deck in there.
We're old now.
3 decks in here. And about
Put it back.
600 cards sat in there.
I'm sorry, Mikey?
Put it back. I can't read it. Go back from the camera a little bit.
Yeah, we can't actually see what the title does.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about.
I know what the card is.
Theme and the Great Sphinx. So this is the one where you need to, I believe, polymorph the other 2 sphinxes.
Oh yes, I remember this. Yeah, I do remember that.
A good card.
Alex has died, I've noticed.
Quick, someone put
If he genuinely has fallen asleep, we are leaving this.
No,
I'm not yet dead, bitches!
I was gonna say, if he genuinely had fallen asleep, we were going to leave this in, and this is going to make it into the bloody video. Just us keep talking.
Not a
and
chance.
just Alex
I won't give you the satisfaction.
slowly zooms in on him.
Give it 5 minutes and I think you will.
And then either Mikey or Steven grabs a guitar and starts going ding 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 ding
No,
ding
to
ding
be honest,
ding ding ding.
if I didn't have other people asleep in the house, I'd get my electric and my amp out and start cranking out Enter Sandman for you.
Aye.
Also, look what else I've just found in the drawer.
Oh my god! Yes, I remember those gifts. They got
Yeah, for my birthday
those
last
gifts
year.
that we got. That's the gifts we gifted you got for your birthday. Yes.
Do you remember last year when we could all go outside?
Yeah.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have so much shit in that drawer. I really need to sort that out.
So Stephen, there's gonna be no download this year.
I know, and it was such a good lineup as well.
It was really good lineup.
Like the fact that Powerwolf were playing, and I've wanted to see them for ages, and Lacuna Coil, and just
I was taking my sister to see Evanescence this year for her birthday, but they've postponed it.
Aww.
And hopefully they don't postpone it
Alex.
again or cancel it.
Yeah, rocking the hoodie. Let's go.
I was about to buy a ticket to go see Hyper Vale up in Manchester, and then the whole lockdown came into ward, and I was like, no, there's no point. I'm just going to lose money buying the ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was meant to be there in August to see Hyper Vale, which I thought would be a beautiful thing to see.
Like as I said earlier this evening, I was meant to be at a LARP event this weekend, but oh well.
It's taken its toll, this virus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Definitely.
taken all the fun out of it. Anyways, lemons.
Have Joe, have you ever thought
There's
about
an actual
doing
lemon in the chat.
any more like Would I Lie to You sketches, like improv sketches? Have you ever thought about it? Like since our last one, I know it was Christmas, so it was a bit specific. But have you ever wrote anything else?
I've never written anything.
Not necessarily wrote, but have you had any ideas of that'd be good?
Well-
You want to write it down.
Well, I've taken to listening to all of the panel shows on Radio 4 Extra, including The Unbelievable
Love
Truth,
it.
which is absolutely brilliant and hilarious. And I thought something none too dissimilar to that, where we've got to get 5 hidden truths in a statement of however many falsehoods.
It's
I
almost similar to like 3 truths, 1 lie.
Mm.
Okay.
I have one really bad story that proves how stupid I am.
Go on.
No need for proof, but okay.
No,
I was going to say,
Something
before we get into the story, if I remember correctly, me, Mikey, young Joe, and I think we had Joel with us, and I think Joe went down the slide straight into a puddle in the beer garden at Smith's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would happen.
Steve, this will top that of my stupidity. I legit forgot how to breathe out.
What?
I woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't breathe. The ambulance came, checked my airways, put a mask on, said, your airways are wide open, you're fine, you should be breathing. And I had to have an oxygen mask on just to get the oxygen back in because I forgot how to breathe.
Wow.
Does that not explain how stupid I am?
That's everyone's just in like, we don't even know what to make of that.
That would have made probably the best Darwin Award ever. Simply forgetting to breathe.
Why not? Apparently, there are more important things to remember. Oh, it was fucking horrendous.
By the way,
Who
Evan,
was it when? Yes.
before I forget, did I ever send you a picture of that blood angel I painted? I know this is really random.
Yes, you did. It's the like the limited edition model that you've got that was painted extremely well, actually.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just saw him sat on my desk and I was like, did I ever tell Evan about that one?
Yeah, you did. You sent that to me because I specifically asked which chapter it was,
Oh, yeah.
and you told me the Blood Angels.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Steve? Were you there? Where it was? I know it was Mikey and Alex were there. I'm pretty sure you were there. Where we kind of ended up wandering. We'd been in the pub, and then we wanted to get more beer, but didn't want to go in the late bar. So we all wandered off down to McCall's. Was it McCall's? Whichever one was down the far end of the town.
Oh, the
Is
one
that the only place
opposite
that was
the...
No, we went to Texaco.
Yeah, that's it.
You went to the Tesco garage.
Yep. Long walk.
The one near McDonald's.
Yeah,
I
long
remember
walk.
somebody ended up in the hedge.
Well,
No, I don't think I was
we
here
were
for
messing
that.
about on the play park, and I then got Joel Senior by the foot and threw him into the hedge.
But,
We then went, I know this is a good idea, let's walk through the spinney to get back to my house, which is the complete wrong direction. On the walk, I flicked my foot and my cowboy boot went up a telephone antenna, the big steel ones, and Joel Ashton had to go up and grab it because I was like, Joel, go do that, and he was like, yeah, right.
So I remember at one point, Alex also ended up in the hedge. Because I then ran into...
That might have been because of his own doing.
I think it was. I think he just sort of fell in it.
yeah.
And
See,
then he... Because I ran into him the next day, and he was like, Ev, what the fuck happened? I cut my mouth. What happened last night?
yeah, see, I don't think I was there for that.
Well, the thing is, we were like, right, let's go
You might
get
have
some
been
beers.
alarmed
We'll be an hour tops, and we were about 4 hours. Just from walking from my house to McDonald's and back, it took 4 hours because we went through the spinny, got lost, and decided we're going to play tricks on each other. And oh, I'm a demon in the woods.
I know we hurried up when you remember that there was like a clown epidemic that was occurring, and you were like, nope, nope, I'm not staying out here.
We're dicking about in the woods, scaring each other up. Just so and everyone decided to run. It's like,
Yeah, Evan, I think I know why you might have thought I was there. Because do you remember Steph's birthday when she tried to climb the tree?
Yes. That.
who wants to play?
It's a tiny little bush. She was so wasted. She was so wasted. We
Have you
even
ever
done
been-
that much.
Have you ever been so wasted, though, that your friend's going to be sick and you give them 2 imaginary buckets?
No,
No.
Mikey just lets me puke in the gutter.
My mate was like, quick,
No.
get her a bucket, she's about to be sick. With him running upstairs and went,
With style.
here! And he's like, Joe, there's nothing in your hand. So I was like, okay, back in a sec. Did the exact same thing. And he went, I'll go get the bucket then.
Yeah,
Have you ever been so drunk that you were like Jimmy Peronki, where he came out of the pub with us and started shouting, Danny! Danny, get over here! Danny, what are you doing? Why are you running away? What the hell's wrong with you, Danny? Why are you doing this? Danny! Danny! Shouting, shouting, shouting. Problem was he was shouting at a bush. Like, full on, screaming at this bush, shouting at it, going, why are you running away? All of it. And he was shouting at an inanimate bush.
I started a fight with a bush and broke my vape. But I've never fought them, which I've fought them.
No, you,
I did at one point. I was at Ed's for a party, and he was so drunk that he walked out. He was like, "Let's go for a walk." And I went, "Okay, we'll go get some fresh air." And then we got halfway down the street, and I was like, "Ed, you do realise you're not wearing shoes, right?" He was walking on the street in bare feet. He was like, "Ah, it's all right."
Oh,
that was fun.
Why do we only have drunken stories?
They're the best ones.
They're
Most
the
of
only
us
stories
live
that we
in
have.
apart from the one person that gets to live in Stanford.
Yeah. Nice counter thing of the
let's
past.
play a game.
Jigsaw. He wants
Yes.
to play a game.
Who wants to play
I can start the game of other games in there.
a weird version of Would I Lie to You?
Okay.
Hey,
Okay. So someone will then state something, and people can ask questions about it and determine whether it's a lie or true. Joe, you're familiar with the game. We watched it. It's awesome.
yep, I know the game as well.
Yep. If anyone else is
Like the
unfamiliar,
fucking game.
just explain.
a question: what's happened to Alex?
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
He's dead.
Siren head.
We will continue to leave his camera running because he's probably not dead. He's probably lying on his bed laughing his ass off right now.
Probably.
Right, I'll go first then. When I was 14 years old, I was scared to the bits of my core of our family Hoover.
Okay. What made you scared of it? What was it that made you scared?
The noise it made,
Okay.
it absolutely terrified me.
Not the plug or anything, just the noise whilst it was on.
Just the noise.
Okay.
Stephen? I'm going to go through, like, this is the way that I see the screen. It's got Joe here, Stephen here, Viking there, Alex down there, and Evan in the bottom corner. So I'm going to do one question each, and then we have to guess. So he's asked, Stephen, you're up.
Okay. Was this brought about by any particular circumstance?
How do you mean? Not like scary movie where don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room. Nothing like that.
No, but was there like something that kind of triggered this, or was it always there? Or
I'm not scared of Hoovers now. Haven't been since, but that particular Hoover at that time when I was 14 just terrified me. Again, like I said in the beginning, because of the noise. Probably because I love horror movies and always watched them, and the noise sort of reminded me of a ghostly scream, if you know what I mean.
okay,
Mr. Joe Everett.
You say you associate it with the ghostly scream. You used. Is this tied to your fear of ghosts? Because you used to actually have some serious nightmares about ghosts and how they were going into your room.
No, I did have serious nightmares about this, sleep paralysis especially about this. To my knowledge, no, it was not related to that, but the noise it made wouldn't trigger those memories, but I could see how they would relate. But no, it was not connected to those. I can ask Alex, but I don't know if he's even alive.
It is on my screen. I think he's muted himself. They just saw him talk, and I can't hear him. No, you're muted. There's no
It's
noise.
because he's taking his headphones off and they're still plugged in.
He's kept his headphones plugged in, no doubt.
well, while this gets worked out, I'm going to nip to the toilet. So back in a moment.
Okay.
No, we can't. We can't hear you, Alex. I can
Right, I'll
see
move
your
on to
lips.
Evan then. And then Alex can come back.
Did this particular phobia cause any specific problems? Like you couldn't be in the house at the time when the Hoover was being used?
No. It was more I couldn't hoover, specifically of all places, the stairs. I was afraid of hoovering the stairs if my mother asked me to, because the stairs seemed to echo the noise.
Okay. Can I go with my guess?
Have we got confirmation from Alex yet?
He's not talking.
He is talking, but we can't hear him.
Muted. Is your headphone muted on a cable somewhere? Or have you muted on your laptop?
Still can't hear you.
It looks like Popeye.
So
He
that
can
is
clearly
finished.
hear us.
He can hear it. I think he's got his
Yeah.
mic muted on something. If it doesn't work, unplug your headphones.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That is
Right,
clearly the
can you
way to
see?
go. IT crowd love it.
Nope, I don't
No,
work.
got nothing, Alex.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
While Alex figures that out, Alex, if you think I am scared of 14, thumbs up. If you're not, thumbs down.
I'm going to say it's true.
True. Steve, what do you say?
I'm going to lean on true.
Steve says true. Joe?
I reckon it's true.
Alex? Thumbs
Think
down.
false.
Evan?
I think it's true.
Alex is the only one that is wrong. I 100% was scared of the Hoover when I was 14.
Alright. I've got one.
Yes, because the Hoover that my mother had when I was 14, I watched horror movies at that age, and it would make a horrific sound. And I thought it was because it needed emptying, but it didn't. It sounded very similar to the hunter from Left 4 Dead. Ah! That sort of noise. It sounded like that. It was horrific.
Okay.
And I was terrified of it.
I've got one.
Okay.
When I was very young, I decided it would be fun to mess about with a pitchfork and stabbed it straight through my toe. Steve, you can go first.
To be honest, I don't even need. Thing is, the worst part is, I think I've already heard this story before.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
But is it true or not?
So I'm going to say true.
True.
Yep, it is. Alex was wrong again. Right, who's next?
Steve.
I got. Okay, Steve, you
Oh, not Evan. No, okay.
I got one.
I was stood on my screen.
Okay. In certain circles, my uncle is actually quite famous for his musical ability.
Okay.
Is this to do with the didgeridoo?
Yeah, digits.
Okay, so from the way that Steve said that, I'm already inclined to say yes. So...
Evan, who's asking for?
Oh, everything's moving around.
We've lost Alex.
Famous for this. I think it's because his mic died or something. He might come back. Okay, how is he famous for his music?
He's quite well known in like a lot of the basically it's like the kind of groups of people that like playing like instruments from like native communities, because he was very well known for playing the didgeridoo from Australia, and yeah, so he's quite well known for that.
Okay, so how long have you been playing this didgeridoo for?
Literally as long as I have known him. So, like, he was doing it, like, before I was born, as far as I'm aware. Like, years.
Joe Everett left?
No, Joe's still there.
Yeah, he's the only one that's got to ask.
Left to answer the question.
Yeah. Yep, Alex?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Yes.
Woo!
Are we likely to have heard of anything that your uncle has produced?
Probably not unless you specifically know his name.
So,
Is it Uncle Davis?
No.
Is it Uncle Cracker?
No,
No.
don't
His
start.
name is Blench.
Well done.
Gavin
Well done.
Blench.
David.
Gavin. Like Gavin Free, but a little less stupid.
Alex, you have a question? Oh, he's not even. Well, he's there, but he wasn't part of the question.
well, I'm going to say false, but I'll be back in a minute, goes in toilets.
I'm going to say true.
True.
Because of the way Steve reacted to it.
Yeah, I'm inclined to say true.
It is true. And I'm actually sending a video of him. Just to make sure this is the correct one.
You sent it in the group chat?
Yes.
Nice. Joe, do you have one?
Before Joe goes, incidentally, I once found out that he was quite well known because we were at a Flag Fen attending the Battle of the Bards.
Yes.
And we were talking to, my mum was talking to a guy that was selling Native American flutes, like made of wood. They're really nice, actually. And then she said that, I might see if I can get one for my brother. He's kind of like into this kind of like native music stuff. And I was like, oh, really? What's his name? He's like, oh, it's Gavin Blench. And then this guy's eyes like widened. He was like, really? Your brother's Gavin? Like, this guy knew who he was. Like, wow, it's a small world.
Fairly famous.
Yeah. That one should do. There we go. I've heard the ding. I'm pretty sure people have got that. Yeah, that's him playing the ditch.
Yep, yep, there we go. I'll have a look at that in a minute.
Yeah, that's him playing the ditch.
Right, Mr. Everett, have you got one?
My wife has met Philip Schofield.
Under what
Nice,
circumstance?
very tricky.
Doing some work for his house.
I'm trying to remember who Philip Schofield is.
He
Really,
has
Evan?
been in the news recently.
Can I rehear the news?
Laura shouted twice now that she says true. So Laura's vote is true.
Unfortunately, because I'm me,
Can I
I
hear
hear
it again?
Schofield and I immediately think of the revolver. So I'm quite certain he
Okay.
didn't make the revolver.
Can I hear it again? Because my phone was connected the whole time. And I just came back to hear Schofield.
How long ago was this?
October time, I think it was.
Oh, like last year sort of job.
Yeah. It was fairly recent.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
So, I'm saying that my wife has met Philip Schofield.
Okay.
I'm saying
Where
true.
did she meet him? Where did she meet him?
At his house.
I'm saying false.
Is his house a cottage?
I believe it was a cottage, yes.
Oh, what a shock.
I'm saying false.
Has anyone else got to Mike, if you asked a question, you've not asked a question, have you?
I've asked a question, I'm going to say true.
Yeah. You're going to say true?
I'm saying true.
Yeah. You're saying true. True.
True.
It's a bit of a cop-out. It is Philip Schofield, but it's not the Philip Schofield. Although she thought it was.
Ah!
The minute you said at the house, no celebrity.
Just in case you didn't hear that, Laura went, Joseph!
Well played, Joe. Well played.
Just back in a sec.
Brilliantly.
If you said in the pub, I would have gone for true. When you said at the house, no. You would meet someone at their house as a celebrity.
Have you gone, Steve?
No, I've not gone yet. Right. I have been in the ring with a World Championship kickboxer.
Okay. What was the occasion? I'm going to go first.
It was a regional tournament and his club was hosting.
No, but Mikey, before you laugh at the fact that I said occasion, I was going about, was it a charity event, like, was it training, that sort of thing?
He was at a cake baking sale.
It was
Yeah,
a
but
regional
it's the
tournament
occasion
and his
training
club was
charity
hosting.
Okay.
Go to
And we were in the same weight division. Unfortunately, it wasn't split between experience levels, it was just, are you in the same weight class? Are you of a similar belt level? And because I just upgraded...
Did you say the name of who it was?
You what?
Did you say the name of who it was? Or you
No,
just said
and that's a separate
kickboxer?
question, so that's not... doesn't count.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just asking because remembering your statement, I didn't know if you said the name or not.
No, I just said a World Championship kickboxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in answer to the occasion, it was a regional tournament. His club was hosting.
Okay.
Because I'd recently passed up to brown belt, that put me in the same weight and skill division,
Okay.
despite the fact that I did get my ass kicked.
Yeah. Okay.
When was he crowned champion?
I don't know the date,
What
unfortunately.
year?
I was only made aware that he was
What's
a
the question?
Unfortunately, I was only made aware that he was a gold medalist at that tier, but I was not given a specific date. Joe?
Did you wet yourself before you got in the ring?
I didn't know until after I'd got the snot kicked out of me.
Ah.
Just so we know, if in Alex's screen we suddenly see this sort of motion and Luve, I'm going to end the call.
Shut up.
Like, I thought you could drink better than this.
Evan, do you have a question?
Who was it to? Because I left the room, so I didn't hear.
It is mine, and I have been in the ring with a world championship kickboxer.
I'm saying it's true.
I'm going to say true.
You're not going to ask a question?
No.
Okay. My vote's in. With that. Nah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no.
Joe?
I'm going to go with
I
yes
know it
because
probably is yes, but
before.
The answer
still going to go with no.
is true.
Fuck.
After I had got the snot kicked out of me, his coach popped over as I was chatting to my coach, and he said, "You've just been in the ring with a WKC gold medalist," with the WKC being the World Kickboxing Championships.
I only said no.
Yes, no.
I only said no because there was no information.
Well, you could have asked some.
Alex, you got one?
I'm actually related to a celebrity.
Lying in bed now.
Okay. Who is the celebrity in question?
I can't say.
Everyone's first question. Oh, fuck you. Okay,
That
what
question is
field
out of bounds.
are they a celebrity?
Um,
Are they like are they in, like, what field? Are they actors, singer?
TV actors.
Yeah, actors.
Any other questions?
How? Just how?
How? How what?
I can't remember the statement, so I'm just saying how.
I'm presuming how related.
By blood.
Okay.
As in, what family relative are they?
Yeah.
They were my granddad's cousin.
You're not Charlie Chaplin's long lost grandson.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's a shame. I'd love to see you with the Hitler tattoo.
So you said you just said your grandfather's brother,
Grandfather's cousin.
grandfather's cousin.
Ooh, okay.
What's the name?
That's been asked.
Is it? Fuck.
Can't answer, apparently.
Yeah.
So, I've locked my answer in.
Okay. What's everyone else saying?
What?
I'm going to say
What?
no.
Well, I've got a question. I've got a question here.
Yes.
What did they star in?
She's been in a Midsummer Murder episode, but she's been in older TV shows and movies. She's still acting to this day. Okay. Stephen says no.
I'm going to say no.
Okay, Joe says yes. Evan says no. Joe says no. Mikey says yes. So that's three thumbs down and 2 thumbs up. It's true.
Correct.
Ah,
Her name
Okay.
is Rita Tushingham.
I vaguely remember you telling me this when we were younger. That's the only reason I knew.
Buddy. If you look her up. Go on Google and type in Rita Tushingham.
100%.
See,
Yeah, 100%. I'm not going to deny that.
I've got another one, but I'm going to wait my turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Has Evan been?
yeah.
So it's back to Mike and then me.
I need to go to the loo.
Alright.
Is everyone aware of David Bellamy?
Vaguely.
That name rings a bell.
I'm aware
It rings a bell, but
that there is a person with that name.
Okay, well, I have a signed copy of a book by David Bellamy.
okay.
Go with that.
What is the book called?
Yeah, I haven't really done that very well, have I, Joe?
What is the book called?
Oh, hang on, I'll come up with another one. Just so you know, I'll come up with another one, but David Bellamy, he is very similar to David Attenborough. He's very similar things. They explore the world. I met
Is
him
he
at
goody?
Born Corn Exchange. Sorry?
Was he a goodie? One of the goodies? David Bellamy.
Do you know what? I don't know off the top of my head.
Mikey.
You think of Bill Oddie?
Lottie, Graham
No, I
Garden.
don't. I fully don't know, to be honest. He died recently.
Did he sell loads of photographs of wildlife?
He was exactly the same as. By the way, we're done. With
Yeah, I know we do,
the
but
thing.
because
He did the same sort of thing as David Attenborough.
all I can remember is
But
at Bourne Abbey, someone coming in doing selling photographs of wildlife, and it was famous.
no, I know he
And
didn't.
said he knew him when he was printing.
That guy lives in Rippingale. I can't remember his
Yeah.
name. But David Bellamy, he did the same sort of things as David Attenborough, and he came and gave a lecture, for lack of a better word, with PowerPoints and all this sort of stuff.
Okay.
And I was about 12, maybe 13 at the time, and I was really interested in it, and I sat and watched it. And as we were leaving, this was in Bourne Corn Exchange, someone grabbed hold of my shoulder and said, "Would you like to come and meet him?" And I went to meet him with my mum and dad, and he signed a copy of his book, which is still at my parents' house, and pushed it over and said, "I recognised you in the crowd, and thank you very much for sitting patiently. I could see you were interested in what I was saying."
Fair enough.
So I said it wrong. I was going to say I've met David Bellamy, not I've got a signed book.
Anyways, try again then.
Yeah, trying again. That's now difficult.
Do you want time to think about it?
Go on, give me one to think about.
Okay, right. I have crashed and witnessed a royal wedding christening. Well, not wedding, sorry, royal christening.
A royal wedding christening would be something very different and very strange. A royal christening.
Which royal?
Our queen, their family.
Isn't that all the royals?
Yes.
Not
Yeah, but it
necessarily.
depends on what country you meant by.
How?
Where was the christening?
Christening was in Stoke. Near Stoke Rochford Hall, and that sort of area.
Who was getting christened?
Don't know the name, but I remember it being royalty
Maybe.
and watching it.
Someone ask when it was. When was it?
It was probably about a year, maybe 2 years ago now.
How did it happen?
When a mum
Well,
and dad
when one
love each
royal
other
was
very
another
much.
royal.
Well,
Very
no, I mean more the gate
Do you want
crashing.
to
They hug in a special way.
Yeah, they do a special hug.
It was a christening, like every other normal christening. Royal family were only able to go inside, watch it because it was their family, and
Mhm.
we didn't know that it was going on in this church. And we stood outside and watched it and said hello to everyone.
Right, so you just stood outside the church waiting.
We stood outside the church watching because the doors were open.
So that's not really gate crashing, is it?
Yeah.
I said I
I'm
watched
expecting you to like fall
Catch
out
my
of a
vote.
hedge and the baby was just there in front of you. I'm gonna go with no.
The problem I'm having here is that you said that a royal christening took place in Stoke. That's so unbelievable. It's so unbelievable that it kind of gives validity to the story, so I'm going to go with true.
Mikey and
Well done, Joe. You win.
I was working in Stoke Hall in the kitchen, and we heard the christening was going on at the end of our driveway near there. And we all stood outside, watched it happen, and said hello to Prince Harry, Prince Charles, and the Queen.
Holy
As they
shit.
came.
That is awesome.
I got to meet the whole royalty family. However, I did get a bollocking off my head chef. That's my one claim to fame. Alright, Richie, you got something now?
I'm calling it a night. I'm
Shit,
falling
as
asleep.
enough.
Yeah,
It is getting pretty late.
yeah, I think
It
that'll be
is.
a good point to call it.
It's been fun, guys. It's been fun catching up.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
good.
Yeah.
Good night.
We need to do it in person once all this is over.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, this has been the AA podcast Quarantinecast. So, see everyone next
We've been
time.
drunk and you've been listening.
Thank you.
Hey!
very much.
You've been listening. Exactly, Evan. Exactly.
I remember that.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We can do this. We are not going to say yes at the end. We're going to say cheers at the end.
Yes.
Bored.
Under fucking stuff.
So would you count everyone in?
Right, if we want to generally end the recording here, I will say to everyone listening, whoever it may be in the future, yada yada yada. On the count of three, we're going to say these words. We've been drunk and you've been listening. Cheers. So, 1, 2, 3.
We've been drunk.
You've
We've
been
been
drunk.
drunk.
We've been
You've been
listening.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I missed
I tell you what, fucking love you guys.
it. Love you,
Love you
lot,
too.
too.